Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 1. We'll explain about the how to read narrative paragraph. Before explaining this material, I want to introduce the group members. The first presenter is Muhammad Zaki, and the second presenter is Khalidatul Ulfa, and the third presenter is Farah. The fourth presenter is Sinta Askarina, and the fifth presenter Faisatul Jannah, and the last presenter is Khalidatul Ulfa. Okay, I'm the first presenter to explain about the definition narrative paragraph. Narrative paragraph is a paragraph that tells a story. The paragraph basically contains a series of events that are usually in a time sequence, as well as other information such as the setting, stage, or a place of the incident taking place and who is involved. When reading a narrative paragraph, it is very important to state the main point of paragraph, because simply outlining a list of events will bore the reader. Therefore, it is necessary to ensure that the topic sentence has a controlling idea in it. The controlling idea should be meaningful and interesting. Jadi apa yang dimaksud dengan paragraf naratif? Jadi paragraf naratif yakni paragraf yang menceritakan sebuah cerita. Paragraf pada dasarnya berisi rangkaian peristiwa yang biasanya dalam urutan waktu serta informasi lain seperti latar, keadaan atau tempat peristiwa itu berlangsung dan siapa yang terlibat. Saat menulis paragraf naratif, sangat penting untuk menyatakan poin utama paragraf, karena sekedar menguraikan daftar peristiwa akan membuat pembaca bosan. Oleh karena itu, perlu dipastikan bahwa kalimat topik memiliki ide pengendali di dalamnya. Ide pengendali harus bermakna dan menarik.
Okay, in here I wanna explain about the part of a paragraph. The first is topic sentence. A topic is a sentence that suggests the subject of a paragraph and can generally be found at the beginning of a paragraph. In creating a paper, you cannot write anything you want, but it usually begins with a topic appearing and is followed by writing based on that topic. For the example, you can look at a sample on the next slide. And then supporting sentence. Phrases are a sentence that support or develop the main idea of a paragraph. The sentence is also called body endings because it is found in the body of writing. Okay, and the last part is concluding sentence. Concluding sentence is a conclusion in which in this sentence the basic idea at the beginning of the first paragraph and the sentences it describes are united into a whole. Its true function is to amplify ideas from sentences that have been written before. Okay, that's all from me. And next explanation.
And now I want to explain about brainstorming. For the first is topic sentence. The topic sentence is Cut Nyak Dien is a heroine. And the second is supporting sentence. Number 1, perlawanan or fight, resistance, and opposition. Number 2, membuat rencana or plan, plot, scam. Number 3, melumpuhkan or cripple, disable, dismantle. Number 4, tewas or die, slain, and lost. And the last is number 5, pemimpin is leader, commander, or guide. And the third is concluding sentence atau kalimat penutup is, and at the time Cut Nyak Dien was appointed to be the leader of Indonesian defense against the Dutch.
Well, this is
about supporting sentence of Cut Nyak Dien is a heroine. There are 5 supporting sentence. For the first supporting is perlawanan. Perlawanan dalam bahasa Inggris di sini fight, resistance, and opposition. Okay, number 1. Cut Nyak Dien with her husband put up a fight. Cut Nyak Dien dengan suaminya melakukan sebuah perlawanan. Number 2. The resistance against Holland was carried out by Cut Nyak Dien with her husband. Perlawanan terhadap Belanda dilakukan oleh Cut Nyak Dien dengan suaminya. For number 3, the Dutch got an opposition from Cut Nyak Dien and her husband. Belanda mendapatkan perlawanan dari Cut Nyak Dien dan suaminya. For the second supporting is membuat rencana. Membuat rencana di sini bahasa Inggrisnya adalah plan, plot, and scheme. Okay, number 1, Cut Nyak Dien's husband quietly made a plan to destroy the Dutch defense force. Suami Cut Nyak Dien diam-diam telah membuat sebuah rencana untuk menghancurkan pertahanan pasukan Belanda. Number 2, plot to quietly destroy the Dutch troops had been made by Cut Nyak Dien's husband. Rencana untuk menghancurkan Belanda diam-diam telah dibuat oleh suami Cut Nyak Dien. Number 3, the Dutch defense force had secretly created a scheme by Cut Nyak Dien's husband to destroy. Belanda, pertahanan pasukan Belanda diam-diam telah dibuatkan sebuah rencana oleh suami Cut Nyak Dien untuk dihancurkan. For the third supporting sentence is melumpuhkan. Melumpuhkan di sini bahasa Inggrisnya adalah cripple, disable, and dismantle. Number 1, finally the plan can cripple the Dutch. Akhirnya rencana itu bisa melumpuhkan Belanda. Number 2, the Dutch could finally disable with that plan. Belanda akhirnya bisa dilumpuhkan dengan rencana itu. Number 3, the plan to dismantle the Dutch had finally succeeded. Rencana untuk melumpuhkan Belanda akhirnya berhasil. Okay, that is from me. We'll continue with my partner. Thank you.
Supporting sentence number 4 is a tewas. Atau bisa menggunakan kata lain yaitu die, slain, lost. On February 11, Teuku Umar died in battle. Atau bisa menggunakan kalimat lain seperti Teuku Umar slain during the war.
We are already working on brainstorming and we are working on a few supporting sentences. Here, I will to combine the sentence of the complete sentence. The resistance against Holland was carried out by Cut Nyak Dien with her husband. Cut Nyak Dien's husband quickly made a plan to destroy the Dutch defense force. Finally, the plan can cripple the Dutch. On February 11, Teuku Umar died in battle, and at the time Cut Nyak Dien was appointed to be the leader of Indonesia defense against the Dutch. But comment is still not correct. If in paragraph regiment, a more perfect combination is in revising. In the next slide.
Okay, the last is revising. Cut Nyak Dien is a female hero from the Aceh Archipelago. In 1880, Cut Nyak Dien and her husband fought against the Dutch. However, on September 30, 1893, Precisely in the city of Kutaraja, Cut Nyak-din's entourage surrendered to the Dutch. Teuku Umar, or the husband of Cut Nyak-din, secretly made plans to destroy the Dutch defense force. In the end, the plan success in crippling the Dutch. On February 11, 1899, Teuku Umar died in battle and Cut Nyak-din was appointed the leader of the Indonesia defenders against the Dutch. Cut Nyak-din was later arrested and treated in a Dutch hospital during the desaline of Aceh. In the end, he died on November 6, 1908. So, Cut Nyak-din merupakan pahlawan wanita yang berasal dari Kepulauan Aceh. Pada tahun 1880, Cut Nyak-din bersama suaminya melakukan perlawanan terhadap Belanda. Namun pada tanggal 30 Desember 1893, tepatnya di kota Kutaraja, rombongan Cut Nyak-din menyerahkan diri kepada Belanda. Teuku Umar atau suami Cut Nyak-din secara diam-diam membuat rencana untuk menghancurkan pasukan pertahanan Belanda. Pada akhirnya, rencana tersebut berhasil melumpuhkan pihak Belanda. Pada tanggal 11 Februari 1899, Teuku Umar atau suami dari Cut Nyak-din tewas dalam peperangan dan Cut Nyak-din ditunjuk menjadi pemimpin pembela Indonesia dalam melawan Belanda, jadi menggantikan dari Teuku Umar. Cut Nyak-din kemudian ditangkap dan dirawat di rumah sakit Belanda pada masa kemunduran Aceh, dan pada akhirnya beliau meninggal pada tanggal 6 November 1908. That's all for me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.